Hello, leading ladies. Welcome. Here we are at week 14, our final week of the 100-day Leading Ladies Gold and Silver coaching program. I'm so delighted that you're here at this end point. You've come a long way, as they say. And here in week 14, you'll see that your tasks and activities are really to do a bit of a taking stock, a review of how far you've come, and also to take stock on what good habits have you learnt throughout the 100-day program that you want to bring with you into the future, and what other not so supportive habits, behaviours, perhaps even beliefs are you choosing to leave behind you as you continue on your journey. And I also wanted to just remind you of that analogy of, tuning a piano or even your health and fitness, that you can't just do it once. You can't tune the piano and think it'll be right forever. You have to do it every 6 or 12 months or so. When it comes to health and fitness, you can't do an aerobics class once a week or once in a lifetime and think that it's done. So in just the same way, your mindset and everything you're taking with you as you journey beyond this 100-day program, it's essential that you keep revisiting, reworking your mindset, refocusing on your goals, reminding yourself of your values, of why you're doing what you're doing, and what's most important to you in your life. So this week is kind of a recap, a revisit, and shaping yourself for what's to come. So first thing I want to remind you of, are you chunking your time and eating your frog? It is one of the most essential and critical parts of building a successful career, business, and lifestyle. Really, it's our day-to-day habits that shape who we become. So I just want to check in that you're chunking your time and eating that frog, because it will keep you moving ahead. Those 4 tasks a day, if you do those 4 tasks, that's 20 tasks a week. It's amazing what you can achieve over a longer period, like a year or 2 years, when you're consistently implementing that strategy. The other thing I want to remind you of as we think about what are the success habits that are going to move me into the future and keep me on my path is, how do I say no? For many of us women in our femininity, we often choose to say yes because yes is easier to say. Now, I've included for you this week a wonderful clip from Jane, who's the CEO of Dermalogica Skincare. And I met her last year in Dallas, and she was brilliant, and I got to chat to her after her on-stage speech. And what a grounded and practical and most amazing woman. And she talks about how saying no is often actually easier to do, even though saying yes is what's easier to say. So I really, really encourage you to watch the 10-minute video I've included of Jane speaking. She also includes Eat the Frog. So she's another person who's proven success by her tackling the Eat a Frog every day of her business life. And also I want you to measure your success. So here we're going to go, where did we begin the program? And remember, in week 2, we did the Lifestyle and Legacy Business Assessment. And you got a score out of 100 of how you were going. Well, now we're at week 14, at the end, final week of this program. And I want you to measure that gap. How far have you come? Have you gone up a number or 2? Or maybe even more than that? And also I want you to really think about resetting your focus. Because often we get focused on something you've been working through the 100-day program, and in the end you're kind of like, oh, where to from here? So rather than getting lost, I've included some questions like, what's the most audacious thing you could do in the next 90 days? Things like, what stimulates your intellectual curiosity? They're not necessarily your normal questions, but I really want you to get those grey cells working and really get you to think about, what am I creating and what do I want to continue to create beyond this 100-day program? So you've come a long way these past 13 weeks, and you've been working on your skills, your habits, your beliefs, as well as your business. And I want to remind you in this final week of the program that the future is up to you. It's up to you which direction or path you take. No one else can dictate that for you. And often that means our self-image and how we think of ourselves is really quite critical for something to pack and take with you. And you want to really be thinking about, are you congruent? You know, is everything lining up? Am I congruent in my actions and my beliefs and my thoughts and my words? Mirror and match where I know I want to come from. So this week, in week 14, I have a final task for you. A final task that I really want you to take some time, 10 or 15 minutes aside in a quiet place where you can be uninterrupted, to really think about, what are my standards? What are my expectations of myself? Who do I choose to be and show up as? So what you'll be doing is actually choosing 6 words for congruence, 3 for yourself, and 3 for how you interact with everyone else. I'm sure you'll agree when you've undertaken this activity that it is incredibly powerful. And I know for me, I have mine up on my wall and I have a copy in my wallet of my 6 words, 3 for me and 3 for how I interact with others. I really encourage you to do the same. More than anything else, it allows you to have a guide, kind of like a compass. So no matter what obstacles or challenges you come up against, you find that you can turn to those 6 words and think, who do I need to be in this moment? And how do I want to behave and interact with others? It will steer you along the right path for where you know you want to go. So I really hope you enjoy that activity and exercise, because it really is quite valuable. I've also said in there that I'm more than happy to send you what my 6 words are, but I don't want any lying or cheating, okay? So I want you to ask for those if you choose to or are curious to know about them after you've done the exercise yourself. So don't go jumping ahead and thinking, oh, I'll have a look at Heidi's and that will give me a bit of a feel for where to go. Whatever you come up with is perfect and is the right thing for you. So I want you to go there first. So finally, leading ladies, this is the end of our journey together. My last video to you feels a little sad and yet very exciting at the same time, because you are about to embark on the next 100, 200, 300 days of your journey. And often joining such a program as Leading Ladies can make people nervous. You know, we wonder about, is it worth the investment? What will it cost me? Can I afford that? Will I see the value in it? The way I look at it is different. What would it cost me not to invest in myself? What would it cost me not to continue to build on, implement systems and processes and work on my business? So life isn't really about making the best investment with our money, as much as money is a currency for how we exchange what we do every day. The most valuable currency in everything we do is time, because time is the one resource that once spent we can never get back. So I thank you very deeply for investing your time with us here at Leading Ladies International. We truly appreciate that you invested in yourself over these 100 days, that you've spent time watching my videos each week, that you've spent time downloading the curriculum, and although it's a smorgasbord, you've chosen to eat the parts that were most relevant to where you're at right now in your business. The program will be up online for about another 30 days. So you have plenty of time if you've missed anything, or there are any exercises or activities you haven't had a chance to download, to go there now and make sure you download and save those to your computer so you can use them over and over and over. Wherever your path leads you from here on in, I am wishing you the most happiness, joy and prosperity that you could imagine. Keep stepping into that grand vision, the bigger vision of who you know you can become. From the bottom of my heart to yours, thank you and congratulations on making it to the end of the 100-day program. Bye for now.